Hey, I'm on social media quite a bit: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can find me on Twitter at GA Southern Tom. That's GA Georgia, the postal code for Georgia. Southern Tom on Twitter. Common Sense Tom on Instagram, and then you can find me at Brick City Creative or at my personal page, Tom Schmitz, on Facebook. So I'm on the social media sites quite a bit. And I'm always amazed at the people that are my age that just discovered downtown. I'll give you a prime example. Here's a post that was put out by a lady. She called it Downtown, a.k.a. The Square. Yesterday I was encouraged by my daughter. I wasn't given much time to ponder. I would have chosen the norm, home and in my jammies by 6. But my wild hair got me from time to time, so I agreed to go downtown. I've been out of the loop for many years. I've raised a family. Talks about how, everything is done. 20 years ago, the downtown had very few options. She says she's nearing the senior discount age. She said that downtown used to be creepy. She could remember when the Marion Hotel was the only building with a light burning after sunset. She could remember going into the lobby on dares just to see what kind of people hung out there, lived there, did whatever it was they did there. She said, I promise you, at 14 or 15 years old, it was creepy. Now, if you're like me, you've noticed in recent years all the traffic, parking situations, all the changes in the roadways, traffic signals of downtown. You've probably seen some interesting little boutiques and restaurants that you wouldn't mind stopping into, but you keep going. She said yesterday, though, she went and saw youthful pedestrians in my way on the route to a downtown destination of Ocala. She was grateful after visiting that her daughter twisted her arm to go. She said the city square is now full of young brains and ambition. Young entrepreneurs shuffling everywhere. They're not just the business owners in that area. The square is also bringing together entrepreneurs, artists, professionals, tradespeople from all over the country into a central networking area. They talk politics, business, change, bettering our city. Yep, that includes the bearded, the pierced, the tatted up. It's no different than when old people thought we were young and ignorant in our Jordache jeans and Izod shirts. Times are changing, but she wants to give credit where credit is due. She says, if you're my age, which is my age, and been avoiding the square and all the hustle and bustle, don't do it. Secure a decent parking spot and enjoy several hours checking out the new businesses. You can sit in one of the cozy little sidewalk tables all around the square. Servers are happy to serve you even outside. She says, kudos to the next generation in the Ocala downtown area. You've come a long way. The downtown area is very vibrant. We have one of the, if not the best, downtown areas in Central Florida. You got different little boutique bars opening. The hotels downtown. You got all kind of restaurants to choose from. You can get everything from Southern fried hospitality to French cuisine to top-line steaks. You can get sandwiches on the square. You can get sushi on the square. Get Cajun on the square. Or right around the square, close to it. Ramen bowls near the square. The eclectic food choices are amazing with some big-name national chains coming soon. One I used to work for, Mellow Mushroom. It'll open its doors sometime in 2022. The downtown square is amazing. Now, is it for everybody? Well, it depends on what you mean by everybody. If you're not the nightclub type that doesn't like to go in and see big crowds in nightclubs that are drinking and having a good time, watching sports on TV and dancing and stuff, don't go after 10 o'clock. Come down earlier, enjoy dinner, nice walk downtown, maybe taking a show at the Marion Theater, go home. The 20s and 30-somethings, they take care of downtown after 10 o'clock at night. It used to be an area, and still some things happen. Don't get me wrong, crime happens everywhere. But it used to be much worse 10 years ago. You'd see fights out in the streets and everything. You don't see that anymore. People are taking care of their downtown. They're respecting their downtown. Now, the fights still happen, the crime still happens. Sure it does. But the police they work very well in concert with the downtown merchants to make sure to alleviate as much of that as possible. Is it a young crowd? After 10 o'clock. But that's when they start to go out. I remember numerous times when I was in college, when I was a 20-something, in early 30s, we didn't even leave the house till 11 o'clock. 10:30, 11 o'clock. But there's so much you can do downtown before that. And it's on both sides of 40. You can cross the road. We have a very, very good downtown area that has come a long way. I tell the story that Bahram, who owns the Asian rug place right there next to Harry's, he told how 25, 30 years ago, downtown was boarded up. The only places open were Gauze's Son Jewelers and his place. How they would get their friends and all to park cars and all on the square, and then they had a shuttle van that him and Jerry Goss funded that would take people to and from work, so it looked like there was stuff going on downtown to try to bring in customers. That's not a problem anymore. We have an amazing downtown, and this lady said that she was very happy that she listened to her daughter and came out and experienced what she didn't know existed, because she still thought of downtown as that creepy place that had the Marion Hotel where she would go in at 14 or 15 just to see what kind of creepiness was going on in the lobby. Now, does that mean that I know what goes on downtown after midnight? Nope. I did 5 years ago, not anymore. 8 years ago, 10 years ago, I was a downtown after 10 o'clock at night, out till 2 in the morning addict who enjoyed it, loved it, every Friday and Saturday night. It's not who I am anymore. I've changed. It's good for me. I like to be home by 10 o'clock now. But there's still a lot you can do in our downtown area. And kudos to the city. Kudos to the developers. Kudos to the merchants and the entrepreneurs that have brought our downtown from a destitute shell of itself 40 years ago to the vibrant downtown it is now. Go enjoy downtown, folks. Feel downtown. We'll be right back after this short timeout on WOCA The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Chris Barnes.
As social media and its impacts on American teens is getting a lot of attention from lawmakers lately, Minnesota Democratic Senator Amy Klobuchar says today the U.S. does need legal reforms when it comes to those companies.
Privacy legislation. We're one of the few countries that doesn't have a federal privacy policy that fits the sophistication of these tech companies.
On CNN's State of the Union, Klobuchar also suggested that breaking up Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp would be good for the market and help make it more competitive. Also on State of the Union, Facebook VP Nick Clegg said the company's working on several things that would make Facebook and Instagram a better place for teens.
We can't change human nature, and what we can do is change our product, which is exactly what we're doing.
Clegg says they'll soon roll out a feature that pushes kids away from harmful topics. And this is USA Radio News.
Awesome and amazing day. Hey friends, it's John and Chelsea Jubilee, and here's my beautiful wife, Chelsea.
Hi women, I have a message just for you today. Every single day we have women that come to us in pain. Not physically, even though yes, that is too, but in pain from suffering of hopelessness because they have tried every single thing to lose weight and they can't.
And they can't year after year after year, and they give up. They give up hope. They're desperate. They're in a dark place. But we have a light of truth. Science is a search for the truth that is known. In our breakthrough science of intercellular hydration, ladies, you will lose 15 to 20 pounds of solid fat every 4 weeks. Go log on to our website, look at the testimonials of real women just like you who were hopeless, but this changed their life.
Check us out at energizedhealth.com. That's energized